how did American healthcare get so bad? Why do we tolerate a system where you go bankrupt for a hip replacement? Compared to socialized medicine, on almost any metric, the U.S. has one of the best medical systems in the world. Doctors per capita, hospital bed capacity, waiting times, surgical outcomes, access to specialists. I'm not saying it's great, I'm saying almost everybody else is worse. The problem is this comes with nosebleed prices and a funding system that is corrupt, mind-boggling, complicated, and often outright predatory. So U.S. healthcare costs 2.5 times the average in the OECD, and it can feel like a reverse lottery where every so often it wipes you out, you go back to start. So what went wrong? In short, America's healthcare is expensive because it's lovingly written by lobbyists, insurers, hospitals, trial lawyers, and especially the doctors' union, the American Medical Association. Like all regulation, every word is designed to benefit the industry and the doctors' union, never the patient. These rules ban competition and drive up prices. They push over-treatment and over-prescription. And above all, the system hides the cost to patients, leaving insurers to police hospitals in ways that destroy patients. So how to fix it? Well, happily, it wasn't always this bad. Our crony medical system is a creature of a World War I era effort by the AMA, the doctors' union, to outlaw competition and drive up prices. The AMA destroyed the system of voluntary co-ops that provided care for nearly all Americans, and that by holding down prices meant that any poor person in America was treated for free. So members would pay a fee less than $100 a month in modern terms for health care, disability, and life insurance that included a so-called lodge doctor who was on call for members and would do house calls. The AMA, of course, hated this system because it was too cheap, so they broke it. First, they took over licensing to radically cull the number of new doctors, which drove up the price, ended house calls, and gave us 11-plus years of medical school. Then they lobbied to deny lodge doctors hospital privileges, even to deny emergency care to lodge members. This wiped out the lodge system, replaced by heavily regulated and very well-paid AMA members. Finally, the AMA made it literally illegal to practice medicine without their license. Now, after this union takeover, every ongoing reform made it worse, driving up prices and shutting out competition, because every reform is written by the AMA and incumbent companies. So 1973 HMO Act, 1985 COBRA Act, 1997 CHIP, 2003 Part D, and of course Obamacare, all written by union and industry for union and industry. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. It's tempting to try and fiddle the edges to promote price transparency, high deductible plans, co-payments that control costs. These are doomed so long as government effectively runs healthcare in America, because government rules will always be written by the lobbyists. That leaves the radical solution: go back to the co-ops. They do still exist, so the Amish use medical co-ops. 3 states still have small functioning co-ops, Maine, Wisconsin, and Montana, but it would take a root and branch disgorgement of the tens of thousands of mandates and regulations that make up our crony medical system, replaced with the original intent of affordable, pooled risk that actually serves the patient. Read the rest with all the links at profsaintange.com. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.